Hello, everyone. I hope you are having a peaceful and beautiful day today. Thank you so much for being here and listening to my podcast. Today's story is a very personal one. It's not an easy story to tell, but I believe that sharing it might help someone out there who is going through something similar. Today, I want to talk about my marriage. A marriage that once felt like the happiest chapter of my life, but eventually turned into one of the most painful experiences I have ever gone through. A few years ago, I met someone who completely changed my life. When I first met him, everything felt so natural. We talked easily, laughed at the same things, and slowly, we began to spend more and more time together. He was charming, attentive, and he made me feel special in a way that I had never felt before. At that time, I truly believed that he was the person I was meant to spend the rest of my life with. Our relationship grew quickly. We shared our dreams, our fears, and our plans for the future. We talked about building a home together, supporting each other through life's challenges, and creating a family filled with love and understanding. When he asked me to marry him, I didn't hesitate. I said yes with a heart full of hope. Our wedding day was one of the happiest days of my life. Surrounded by family and friends, I truly believed that I was beginning a beautiful journey with the person I loved the most. In the beginning, our marriage was filled with happiness. We did simple things together, cooking dinner, watching movies late at night, talking about our days before going to sleep. Those small moments made life feel warm and meaningful. But as time passed, things slowly began to change. At first, the changes were small. He started coming home later than usual. Our conversations became shorter. Sometimes when I talked to him, he seemed distracted, as if his mind was somewhere else. I tried not to think too much about it. I told myself that maybe he was just busy with work, or maybe he was dealing with stress. I didn't want to believe that something was wrong. But deep down, I could feel that something was different. The man who once gave me so much attention was slowly becoming distant. There were nights when we sat in the same room but barely spoke to each other. The silence between us grew heavier with time. I began to question myself. Was I doing something wrong? Was I not being a good wife? Was there something I could do to fix the distance between us? I tried harder. I tried to communicate more, to be more understanding, to support him in every way I could. But no matter how much effort I put in, it felt like I was the only one trying to hold the relationship together. Then one day, something happened that completely changed everything. I discovered that he had been seeing another woman. At first, I couldn't believe it. I remember staring at the messages on his phone, hoping that somehow I had misunderstood what I was seeing. But the truth was clear. The person I trusted the most had betrayed me. In that moment, it felt like my entire world collapsed. All the memories we shared, all the promises we made, suddenly felt fragile and uncertain. I remember feeling a mix of emotions: shock, anger, sadness, and deep heartbreak. I kept asking myself the same painful questions. Why did this happen? Was I not enough? Did he ever truly love me? Those days were some of the hardest days of my life. I cried more than I ever had before. I felt lost and confused, unsure about what to do next. Part of me wanted to hold on to the marriage and try to fix things. But another part of me knew that trust, once broken, is very difficult to rebuild. After many long conversations, painful arguments, and sleepless nights, I realized that our marriage could not continue the way it was. Ending that relationship was one of the most difficult decisions I have ever made. Walking away from someone you once loved deeply is never easy. For a long time, I struggled to move forward. There were days when the pain felt overwhelming. There were moments when I wondered if I would ever feel happy again. But slowly, little by little, I began to heal. I started focusing on myself again. I spent more time with family and friends who truly cared about me. I learned to appreciate the quiet moments of peace in my life. Most importantly, I began to understand that his betrayal did not define my worth. Sometimes people make choices that hurt others, but that does not mean we deserve that pain. Today, When I look back at that chapter of my life, I no longer see only heartbreak. I also see growth. That experience taught me how strong I really am. It taught me that even when life breaks our hearts, we still have the ability to rebuild ourselves and start again. My story is not perfect. My life did not follow the path I once imagined. But I am still here, still moving forward, still learning how to